There are no warning shots. If your key turns, something irreversible happens. Before you ever sit inside a launch control center buried underground, you are trained to accept one reality. Your job is not to act. Your job is to be ready to act. And readiness, in this role, carries weight most people will never feel. You start as a commissioned officer. Likely in your early 20s. Second lieutenant. Recently trained. Assigned to a missile wing. You report to a base most civilians will never visit. Your career field, nuclear and missile operations. You are not flying aircraft. You are not leading infantry. You are responsible for intercontinental ballistic missiles. Weapons that exist not to be used, but to prevent use. Your first months are study. Procedures. Authentication protocols. Launch sequence verification. Two-person control rules. Every action requires confirmation. Every command requires validation. You learn quickly. This environment does not tolerate improvisation. If something happens, you follow protocol exactly. As a deputy missile combat crew commander, you sit underground for 24-hour alert shifts. 2 officers. Reinforced doors. Concrete and steel. You monitor systems. Communications lines. Security feeds. You rehearse scenarios repeatedly. System malfunction. Communication interruption. Authentication message receipt. You train for events you hope never occur. Most shifts are quiet. That silence is the mission working. Promotion to missile combat crew commander shifts authority. Now you are responsible for the crew. If an emergency action message arrives, you verify it. You authenticate it. You execute only after confirmation procedures are complete. There is no emotional reaction. Only checklist. Only discipline. The system is designed to prevent impulse. Because in nuclear command, impulsive decisions are catastrophic. As a flight commander, responsibility expands. You oversee multiple crews. You evaluate readiness. You inspect training standards. You ensure every officer under you can perform flawlessly under pressure. If a crew member fails certification, you remove them. Standards are non-negotiable. Because deterrence depends on credibility. And credibility depends on reliability. At the squadron level, as a major or lieutenant colonel, leadership becomes strategic. You manage personnel rotations. Security oversight. Compliance inspections. You coordinate with higher command. Your focus shifts from individual alert shifts to system integrity. You are responsible for the culture of precision. Because complacency is the greatest threat in quiet environments. At wing leadership, the scale increases again. You oversee entire missile fields. Hundreds of personnel. Multiple launch control centers. Security forces. Maintenance units. Every inspection matters. Every deviation is corrected immediately. Because the world outside assumes these systems are always controlled. And they must be. At higher command levels, nuclear oversight becomes policy. You interface with national command authority. You contribute to strategic deterrence posture. You shape readiness across regions. You are far removed from the underground capsule now. But the weight remains. Because nuclear responsibility never becomes lighter. It only becomes broader. From the outside, the role sounds powerful. Control over weapons capable of global destruction. From the inside, it is controlled restraint. Layers of verification. Two-person rules. Authentication codes. Structured hierarchy preventing chaos. The higher you rise, the less you physically turn keys. And the more you are responsible for ensuring no one turns them without absolute certainty. Somewhere right now, a young officer is sitting underground on alert. Monitoring systems that may never be activated. Hoping they remain silent. Because in this hierarchy, success means nothing happens. Rank does not represent aggression. It represents control. And in nuclear operations, control is everything. If you want to keep understanding how elite power structures function where mistakes are irreversible, stay here. This channel is built for people who prefer discipline over noise.